Hey guys, welcome to Testing Academy. My name is Pramod and welcome to the 30 days API testing challenge. Guys, this is day 11 and I hope you are excited because we are going to discuss the task here for the day 11 is that Hey guys, welcome to the Testing Academy. My name is Pramod and welcome to the 30 days API challenge. This is a day 11 and today's task is to basically we are going to learn about the different types of APIs, right? I'm going to give you a lots of resources. Plus there is a bonus video that I'm unlocking of my course of REST API testing with Python, which basically describes about the SOAP versus REST in a very in-depth manner, right? So this is gonna take a little bit long, but trust me guys, you will get a lots of value in this. So let's get started. All right. So the task here is that basically we need to basically discuss about the different types of APIs, right? So what we are interested in most of the time we are interested in the web APIs. Okay, so there are a number of APIs if we talk about it, right? Mostly we are discussing about the web APIs, right? Let me close few of them because you are not confused in that case, right? If we talk about in generalized way, right, there are like four types of APIs, especially with the web. There are like open APIs, partner APIs, internal or composites, right? So APIs are nothing but basically they are available with the minimal restrictions, or you can say public APIs, right? For example, Open Weather Map API, which you can play around. It's a public API, and even can use it. There's not much of restrictions available. No authentication or authorization are required, right? Similarly, we have partner APIs. Partner APIs are basically, for example, if you want to create an app using the Twitter APIs, that then you basically partner with them or you use their API. You need to basically, if you want to use it, you need to create a account. Then you will be provided certain keys. Then you can use that. So this is typically a partner APIs looks like, right? Third type of API is basically about the internal APIs. For example, a web application, for example, there's a particular Facebook, right? Facebook has an internal APIs to communicate with internal service. They have different kinds of service which are available, right? So they communicate each other with the internal service APIs. They are not exposed, they are not public, and even as a partner API, you cannot access it, right? Now the fourth type is composite APIs, which are basically allow developer to access all several endpoints into a single call. For example, Skyscanner app, right? Skyscanner app can be considered as a composite because it basically allows you to fetch from different APIs and then it creates a single API to basically show them into a UI, right? So that's pretty much about the composite APIs. So we can have combination of these APIs along, right? So these are the API types, but most of the time when we talk about, right, when we talk about that web services API, that then API types are a little bit different, right? We have REST, SOAP, XML, RPC, and JSON, right? And there's a particular bonus video that I would like to include. So it's basically a major difference between SOAP versus REST. And about the REST, I have already explained in the previous video. If you haven't watched the 30 days API challenge, guys, I have given an in-depth video about the REST. What are the six constraints? You can check it out on this on my playlist section, right? Right. So if we talk about most of the time means uh, whenever we think about the web application and API testing, right, we are only concentrating on REST most of the time if we talk. And somewhere around for some of the people will have a work with SOAP, right? Now REST APIs are pretty much used everywhere, means Facebook app, Twitter, anywhere app that you have seen, those are most of the time are REST, right? And people still use SOAP and people still use XML or JSON RPC, but yeah, uh, if you are comfortable, I would suggest you to be comfortable with REST API, right? So let me zoom it little bit about the mate so that we can have a differentiate between all three of them, right? JSON RPC will gonna explain. So this is one of the diagram that I have taken from the source that you can check it out in description. All credit goes to them, right? So SOAP requires a library on the hand of a client, right? So basically, most of the time in SOAP, what we have is that we have a packet messages. So a particular message. So there's a client, there's a server. Simple way as we have. So client will sends a pack, basically a message. Message can contain headers, body, and some optional parameter. And what should we do after a fail record, right? So that will be sent to the server. Server will respond back in a again in a packet format or a message. So how typical this message looks like, it's very much similar to a XML that you have seen. For example, a student, if you want to create a new student, you will send a XML containing name of the student, its more age and all, right, in a XML manner, basically containing XML tags, and that you will send as a request, and that you if there is a creation and all, after that it will send you back to the response, right? So all the things are happening into XML base. Right. So if we talk about it, it's not strongly supported by most of the language. It exposes operation and methods, right? You can directly call the methods in that case. Most of the time we are working with XML. Maximum all the packets or the messages that we are sending, right? It's a basically a single object application protocol, right? If I am not wrong. So we are basically creating an object of a student, for example, in a XML format that we are sending it, right? So it's always a post goal, can be stateless or stateful, and we are use so to send this message, we need to send this as a web services definitions, right? I have explained extensively on this URL. You can go and watch. This is a premium video, guys. You're getting it for free. You will get about you basically major difference between the SOAP and REST, right? RPCs are remote procedure calls. Basically, you have procedure available on the server. You can directly call them by using it, right? Similarly, REST, we already know most of the time, it based on basically no library, and basically you can use HTTP in that case. Supports XML and JSON. You basically, if any API follows the REST 6 constraint, we call it a RESTful API. But typically, what we do is that we have a CRUD to do most of the things. You can access any kind of documentation, hypermedia, and it's stateless again, right? So let me show you one thing about it. So that I wanted to share. Let me see where it is. Yeah. So if you want to read more about the API types, right, I would highly recommend you to go to this URL. It's a very old URL, but it will contain most of the things about the different types of APIs available, right? And trust me, guys, if you want to master API testing and all, concentrate on SOAP and REST most of the time. You will means pretty much maximum time you will learn, and all the things that we do most of the time, the automation, API automation that we do, it's solely related to the REST APIs, right? So concentrate on REST APIs. Right. And a couple of more resources that I will be adding it, and I will highly recommend you to go through this thread. I'm gonna put the link also, and here you can share your findings. So the task here for this today is that read about these articles, read about the different APIs, different types of APIs. Watch my video, especially if let me see where it is. Yeah, scrolltest.com/API/day11. There is a major difference between SOAP and REST. Create an, if possible, create a blog around it, share your findings, share on Twitter, or you can directly share it on, let me show you where it is. You can share it on Club also, right? Go to club.ministry.com/t/30 days of API testing, create an account and share your findings. So share your important points or whatever that you have learned, right? I hope you are doing it, because guys, why I'm saying this is because this challenge has changed my life, because I have learned so much of things due to that. And so you are going to learn the same thing, trust me, in that case. So follow me on the same journey. I'm going to discuss along with you. I have read most of the resources that they have given, right? And that's all about it. Okay. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you are doing everything. And if you have any kind of comment down below, I will definitely going to reply. Right. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day, and make sure you do all the works. All right. I'll see you in the next video.